page, another button for certification. Yeah, let's just do that. So I want to add another section. So that would be another control. Let's see, I want to add another button. I'm just trying to do like some editing here. Yeah. So this is where I put like the certification, so I can add a gallery. So I'm just trying to like, for example, if you want to like display your certification, I'm trying to like display certification. So there are like lots of editing you can do. You can do here. You can do like style, like just play around it. Yeah. So here I can add different images. So for example, if you are displaying like 5 certificates, like you can put it here. So I'm just gonna do like a sample. So let's just say I put like this same image. Yeah, so I can add a link. So for example, I'm trying to check a link that I can add. So For example, if you are displaying your certificate, you can put like an image, then put the link of like where the certificate is. So when the person clicks on the image, it can take the person to like the site, the certification. So for example, if I'm trying to like maybe put a LinkedIn certificate now, let me just check. So I'm just trying to check for probably a link of a certificate I have. So after I'm done like making the changes, I can easily save it. So I can just like reload this. Oh, there's something wrong. Okay. It's because I like put the image after the footer. That was why it showed it on the. So can so I added like a new button for certificate. So you can put as many buttons as you like. So for certificate now, it shows this like this is not actually neat, but you can like do it in a neater way depending on what you want. So once the person clicks on it, then they can see like your certification. Like you can edit it in such a way like if they click on it, it maybe goes to the next page. Then so the person don't have to like go to the back button. So another way to maybe display your certification is maybe putting everything in a Google PowerPoint presentation. So that way people can like maybe click on the link and see like all the certifications you have. Maybe a link to for example, if you have like a Microsoft certification, like a link to verify it, like stuff like that. Just playing around with it. So do we get it to this point? Does anybody have any question?
Please, if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat box, then we'll attend to it one by one. Thank you.
Does anybody have any question?
I think most of us will have to watch the recording again. I'm doing a screen recording, so hopefully it comes out well and then I can send to the group. Then I'll also look for videos on GitHub, learning the fundamentals and basics of GitHub for beginners. So you just have a summary of what GitHub is and how to use it. Then you can download and begin to store your or save your projects there.
Yes. Yes. So so like the how do I explain? So the basics, like I explained earlier, Like it might be a little bit confusing, but like with time, it's not like a one day thing. So the
We
basics
can't
of
hear you again, Ife.
of can everybody hear me now?
Yes, it's better now.
Yeah, so I said the basics of doing like a portfolio is first of all like having like the project you want to put there on hand first. So you have to decide like, for example, like what project are you putting online. So like I said, easy way you can probably get, I don't know if everybody here is like doing that. So easy ways you can get project to do is probably doing online internship like forage. So you can get like, or joining projects on LinkedIn where you can have like project you've done. Another place you can get like data sets to analyze is Kaggle. So on Kaggle you can get different data sets that you can download. So for example now I'm focusing like on the health act. I'm looking to get a job in like the health sector. So some project I do them in the health. So you can choose like, for example, like aspect you want to work. You might want to work in, maybe for example, the public sector, private sector. Maybe you want to work in the commercial industry, in the retail industry. So it's good to tailor your project towards that angle. So when you have interviews and they ask you any question, you can always like go back to your project. So for example, if they're asking you, what is a time like maybe you've done a time like you have to schedule, you can talk based on the project you've done. So that way they know like much more than like getting certification. Certifications too are good, but projects like it shows what you know much more. So that way, maybe when you have interview and they ask you any question, you can take them back to your project. You can talk like, okay, for example, when I was doing this particular project, I had to use like Power Query. I had to create, so they know like you know what you are saying. If you are creating for example like maybe a SQL query, you can mention things like primary key, foreign key, so they know like, or like how do you so I went for an interview and they asked me how I like deal with data discrepancy. So I mentioned things like, for example, if I'm collecting data for a survey online, I make some of them like a checkbox. So you can't type into it. It's either you select male or female. So that way nobody can come and put like maybe a cat there and you have to start dealing with, oh, how like missing values and the like. So when you put like a checkbox that people can click on either A or B, that way your data is like aligned. So when you have interview, you can talk based on your product. So you have to choose like, you can if you're using like three tools, like if you're working with maybe Excel, Power BI, and SQL. So you can do three projects. You can do a project based on like a particular industry. So you can get like a data set online. The most important thing in your portfolio is to show like your data cleaning process, the problems you are trying to solve, and your recommendation. So that way you can either put it maybe in a PowerPoint slide. So it's just wherever, whichever way you are showing it, then bringing everything together in one place. So in your CV you can have like your online portfolio. So when they go there, they can see, oh, this person has worked on this. So the first thing you need to get is like project. So you can now decide what project you want to do. So people advise like you have like three projects, so it's not like overwhelming. So like on your it's okay for you to have like maybe all your project on GitHub, you can save everything there. But on your portfolio you can have like three, so that way it's not overwhelming for people that come. They can just go through everything and it's easy for them to understand. So the first thing first is getting like a project, working on the project, analyzing your data, getting like recommendations and solutions, what you are trying to. So after you get your project, then creating like a CV too. Another way you can create CV is like maybe putting it on Google Docs. So that way you can copy like the link of your CV and put it in your portfolio. So creating like a CV, getting like your project ready, project you want to use, depending on what tools you are using and what problem you are trying to solve. Then that way it's easy for you to like go about it. Apart from CAD, there are like different websites you can use. Some people use like Wix. So whatever website you want to use, then if you want to like maybe use GitHub to host your portfolio, like writing the code to yourself, you don't even have to start from the scratch. It's just to understand like the methodology. You can download templates online, then you bring it to like your Visual Studio, then edit it. But the major thing is like getting your project ready. So for this card now, there are ways you can also pay for, like if you want this to be like customized, maybe Ifeoluwa Bakare.com. So you can pay for like, that's like the pro version. You can pay for what do they call it now, for domain, so that way you don't have to use like this card. But this link now, if I give everybody this link and you open, let me copy it, and you open it on, I'll put it in the description, you will see the same thing. I'll put it in the description. So I just put the link of the portfolio I created now. So if you click on it, can anybody confirm it, like click it? Can we confirm it?
Yes, you can click on it.
Yes. Did it show like everything there? So
Yes.
although I'm opening it on
Just the first page. Just the first page. It's just the first page, the
How
landing
about the
page.
buttons?
How about the what?
The buttons, like the buttons down, because screen to like,
Okay. So
like
you have the home button, work, about, contact, certificates, and once you put your cursor on it, it highlights. Although it's not opening, but you can highlight it. Yes.
Let me check it on my phone. Because the displaying too matters. There's something they call like responsiveness. So because I'm moving it on
Yes.
the system, I can see everything. So I think those are things you can edit here. But starting first, let me check it on my. Okay. Although it's showing on my phone, but it's kind of small. Can we see? It's actually like moving on my own phone, but the buttons are kind of small. So
Okay, let me share my screen so you can see.
Okay. All right.
Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, so this is what it's showing. So once I move my cursor, it highlights the buttons.
Can you click on it?
No, it's not. Okay, yes. Now I can.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine is
So it's
switching.
responsive.
I'm able to navigate through the button.
Okay. Someone else is talking. Yes, someone is able to
Okay.
navigate.
Okay.
Okay. Let me stop sharing.
So like I said, like there
I've
might
stopped
be
sharing.
issues in viewing in terms of like responsiveness. So that was why I actually like used GitHub for mine, but this is actually good for like starting. Yeah, so can we see my screen now? Can
Yes.
time is actually, yeah. So like I said, it's not like a one day thing. So if anybody has like any question on going about, like you can always put it on the group. So for people that are like in data squad like myself and maybe are looking to like showcase your Power BI dashboard, you can use tools like Novi Pro. You can even use like the Power BI app. I think yeah, you can use the Power BI app like when you publish it from your Power BI desktop. When you publish your report,
We can't hear you again, Ife.
okay. Can everybody hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I said for people that are like in data squad like myself that like we work with Power BI, an easy way to like make your dashboard interactive for anybody to be able to is like Novi Pro. If not, I think you can use Power BI app too. When you publish your Power BI desktop to the web Power BI, so you can copy the link and put it in like instead of using Novi Pro. But if you want to like put all your pull all your Power BI dashboard for people that work with Power BI. An easy way to like put your interactive dashboard is using Novi Pro. So I'm going to put the link of Novi Pro. So I think there's a video online. If you check on YouTube how to set up a Novi Pro how they call it, a Novi Pro portfolio. So that way you can put all your Power BI and you can even get inspirations like people that have projects. You can see different projects and inspiration on things you can do, and you can upload your portfolio. So if I need inspirations, if you need inspiration on Power BI project, it doesn't have to like be this complicated and all. Like the major thing is you are solving like a problem and you have like a recommendation. So if you go to Kegu is like a home of like real life data, like international football, COVID. Like you can see so many data there. So you can choose like a data set for maybe an industry you are trying to like solve a problem for. So they have like so lots and lots and lots of data sets, and they're like real life data set depending on what you want to do. So you can get a data set from here, take it to your Excel, clean it, put it to Power BI, analyze it, and create relationships and draw like a dashboard from there. So this movie pro, it doesn't like take time at all. So that way the major thing is people are able to like interact with your dashboard. They can see what you are doing and you have like a place to put what like your project is about. So you can put like a description and just put the link portfolio. Like it's that easy. So if you're working with things like Excel, you can maybe put like a screenshot of the Excel project, then put like the file on GitHub. So anybody can go there to just download it. So that way when you are applying for job, you can easily go to your portfolio, you can see where you go, etc.
Ife, we can't hear you again now.
Oh sorry.
Okay. So you mentioned an app for SQL.
Yes. So
So we have Novi Pro for Power BI.
for Power BI, yes. Or you can use the Power BI app too.
Source for data sets, CAD to create the portfolio and bring all our projects together.
Yes.
Then the one for SQL.
Yes, for SQL, you can either put it like on GitHub. You can copy your code on GitHub, or you can use Snappify.
Yes, you mentioned Snappify.
Yes, you can use Snappify. So it's just to make the code easy to read.
So can we use the same Snappify for Excel?
No, you can't. You can only use Snappify for like codes.
Okay.
Yes. So you select the coding language you are using. So it's how they call it now? It's like it separates it. How would I put it? Like this now it can understand the code, so it highlights it like.
Okay, so you can like for each step you can write out what each steps means or what you are trying to do in this step.
Not that way. Like
okay.
If you're writing like SQL code, there's a way you can differentiate like select statement.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like you can change color. You can do whatever you want, but it makes it, for example, I showed like an example here. It makes it easy to read. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like this one, I can easily see like, okay, select from. So I liked those statements. So that way it's easier to read than maybe just putting like a screenshot. You can also use GitHub Snap. So when she sent like the GitHub, so you can use GitHub Snaps where you copy like a snippet of code. If you go to some site online, they are maybe trying to explain something that they just put like a short part of. So it's GitHub Snap. What they call it is GitHub Snap. So you can just use that too. The reason why we are going through all this route, like Novi Pro for Power BI, is just to make our dashboard interactive. Not like sending, I can easily just put like a screenshot of my dashboard and put it on my portfolio. But the reason why I'm going the extra mile to like use Novi Pro, or you can use the Power BI app, is to make my dashboard interactive. That way people can click on my dashboard and know what like the dashboard is doing. Same thing with Tableau too.
So, for Excel, what do we use?
So for Excel, I think I put like my Excel file. I'm trying to check mine now. I just put like my Excel file in my GitHub, and I put like a picture of it. So I put the data set, yeah, I put it in Google Drive. So that way people can download the data, and I put it like on GitHub so they can download it and see what I've done in Excel.
Okay.
Yeah, so Google Drive, OneDrive, or like GitHub, you can put your file on GitHub so people can download it. You can maybe set it to read only, so nobody will be
Okay.
able to tamper with
They
it.
are very your code.
So does anybody have any question? Do we understand like it to this point?
Yes, I do. I think I'll just wait for the video for better understanding. But I was following and understand. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, so another thing I can do is I can check for portfolio samples online, so that way you can get like inspiration to on how to go about like building your portfolio. So I'll check for like inspirations online, people that use like card to build like their website. So I'll send it to the group too.
Okay, thank you so much, Ife.
I'm trying to connect mic. Can we see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is yeah, I follow this person on LinkedIn. You can see like he built his portfolio with the same card.
It's okay. Okay. Yeah.
Like he built his portfolio with card. So this all these ones are just design, look and feel.
Okay.
He didn't even buy like a customized website. So it takes like a lot of work. So this is like an inspiration to that you can follow. So these ones are just like adding colors, adding shapes, going to places like Canva to design like stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so see the way he arrange his project, put a picture, then put like instead of using link, he put like a button.
Mm.
So I'll copy the link on the so there are lots of people too that I see on LinkedIn that they use like cards. So you don't even need to know how to code. You can just use like the drag and drop function. So this is another one. So you can see how they like put it as well. He didn't use buttons or everything is just on a single page. So he has like a place he introduces himself, puts like all his stuff, then view resume. See, it's using like he did his CV with Canva. He did his CV with Canva, so you can do your CV too with Canva and just put like the link there, or use Google documents. Like for mine, just take it from there and just check my. So sometimes when I maybe get like I want to send like my CV to someone, so I don't even send my. I just send them my portfolio. Even when I go for interviews, I go with my phone. Like it's just a way to make you more confident. I go with my phone. So if they're asking me any question, I just like direct them to my portfolio. After interview, they say, "Do you have any question?" I just ask, "Please, can I just demonstrate like project I've done so far?" And they said no, and they tell me no pro, and I show them. So that way, it just shows I like much more than talking. I have like evidence to show for it. Do we get?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So when you go for it and they ask you, "Oh, do you have any question?" You can just say, "Please, can I demonstrate some of my project?" Like there's a project I recently worked on that has to do with like maybe if for example if I'm going for like a healthcare interview, I I hammer on the fact that oh I've analyzed an healthcare data before, and I show them like maybe a presentation of my so it like probably gives you more chance in a way. It gives you like more chance like that you know what you're talking about. So this is a really simple portfolio tool. Like everything is just on a page. You can see his resume from here. You can go to his GitHub page.
And it's GitHub pages.
Yes, this is Tableau. If I click on like the Tableau, I can see his dashboard. Okay, he has 23 visualized. So I can see
Wow.
everything he has done so far. So it's not just like a one day thing. You have to like keep
Mm.
building on it. Keep building on it. I think there's a guy on YouTube that is Alex or something. He has like projects you can, but those ones are like generalized project. With time, it's better to have like a project that is personal to you, not like generalized project that you maybe you follow through on YouTube. You know, so many people can have that same project
Yeah,
ready
you're
and
right.
so you can choose like a data that is peculiar to maybe an organization you are targeting, or it might just be something you like. For example, if you like dogs, you can maybe choose or if you watch football a lot, you can analyze maybe a football data to just show your passion. So depending on wherever you want to do. So this is an inspiration you can follow. If I get like more inspirations, I can send it. So there are so many tools you can use. For example, if you want to write an introduction about yourself, you can easily copy your CV on ChatGPT and then you edit like those words that are ambiguous there. So you don't even have to like be clueless about it. You can use tools like ChatGPT, Canva to just design graphics that to make it more appealing for people to see.
Thank you so much, Ife. Thank you so, so much. Thank you for taking out of your busy schedule, your time to educate us. We really appreciate.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Does anybody have any question?
Please feel free to share your questions. Oh, there's no
If you have
stupid
any
question.
question, yes.
There's no stupid.
Please, if you have any question, I'm just copying the links. So if you have any question, even if it's not now, you can always put it on the group. But the major thing is to start thinking of personal project, like project that like carry weight. So that way, if even if you don't have experience, you can put like your project on your CV. So that way, people can really see like, oh, this person. So even if you don't have like data experience, as it were, you can put like your project on your CV. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Thank you so much, Ife. It's actually a brilliant idea to put